Right, what is going on, everyone? This is Mr. Tam on the Riverside Tan Tigers 01. Here to give you yet another update regarding Bangladesh cricket. Right, so the news just come out this morning, I believe, that the bilateral ODI series between Bangladesh and Afghanistan will indeed take place. This will take place on September 25th, 28th, and 31st. Okay, so what do I think about it? I think it's great news because I, along with a lot of other people, have been clamoring for Bangladesh to actually at least keep them in a cricketing habit, playing against Afghanistan and Ireland, not just Zimbabwe. So in that regard, I think it is very good. And this is just before the England tour. England tour Bangladesh, so it's a good prep work tour, if you will. Okay, obviously Bangladesh cannot afford to lose a single game in this, so they will have to come out all guns blazing from the get-go. Yeah, I expect Afghanistan to be a bit more difficult to beat than Zimbabwe, because let's face it, Zimbabwe right now is you want to talk about cricket in shambles. That's Zimbabwe. Okay. Next, the next news coming out is Tamim Iqbal suffers a fracture. Yeah. Apparently there has been X-rays done that actually confirmed that he does have a fracture. I'm like, okay. It was during catching practice, and yes, stuff like that happens during catching practice, or fielding practice. Actually, stuff like that does happen. Okay, he's set to be out for a few weeks. Perhaps he's gonna miss the Afghanistan series, the Afghanistan tour of Bangladesh. What this does for Bangladesh, however, is actually opens up that opening spot where you can try out new openers. Some people are saying Liton Das. I'm not too sure about Liton Das, because how much I've seen of Liton Das, well, I need to see more, basically. Some people are saying Anamul Haq. Maybe this is a good time for Anamul Haq to actually come back, because guys, if you remember, Anamul Haq actually has some experience as an opener, and towards the start of his career, he was actually pretty good. Who knows? Maybe you'll have Mahmudullah open up with Shama Sharkar or Sumaya Sarkar. And you'll have a new middle order batsman. You might have what's his name? Mosaddeq Hussain, guy from the domestics. Yeah, you might have Mosaddeq Hussain come back. You might have somebody else come back. Not Ronnie Talukdar. No. His ship has sailed. Since he made his international debut, his ship has sailed big time. Okay, yeah, you might have some other people from the domestics come back. Maybe, I don't know, even a Naim Islam or whatnot. Okay, but other than that, this will be an interesting series. Let's see if hopefully Taskin Ahmed will be cleared by then. Arfa Sani will be cleared by then. But yeah, Bangladesh should not experiment too much. But I think this series was important, especially for someone like Shakib Al Hasan to actually get back into some sort of international competitive form, because his form in the CPL was not that good. That was not Shakib. That was a mere shell of a man, a mere shell of Shakib Al Hasan playing in that. And Lord knows, we've been us Bangladesh fans, we've been a little disappointed of late with Shakib's performances. He's generally better than this. Anyways, and the other bit of news is that over here in Florida, just a bit south of where I live, Lauderhill, You had the second T20 rain off. After the first T20 gave you almost 500 runs in total. The second T20 rained off, and you had some broadcast issues, some technical issues, and all that. And I've read the comments on Cricket Info. Oh my God, people were really upset. People were really mad. Some of them actually, wanting to sue BCCI, WICB, and ICC in a U.S. court. Okay, I don't know how exactly the legal system would work in that regard, but to us cricket fans, okay, this is a norm. Like, a rain interruption, it's a norm. Man, because cricket happens under open skies, so rain interruptions is a norm. Like, but in this day and age, what isn't a norm, and especially from especially from Lauderhill, the Lauderhill cricket ground, which has cricket, which has experience of cricket before with the CPL and whatnot. Lauderhill cricket ground does not have super stoppers. They did not have super stoppers. What the report is saying, and they did not have the proper covers where the bowlers run up. The bowler's run up was wet and deemed unsafe. That is not the norm. Rain interruption is the norm, and also match starting only when broadcasters are alive. That is not the norm either. I don't think so. But still, I read a comment. I can't remember by whom, but I read a comment on Cricket Info that perhaps it should be like a delayed broadcast. So kind of like a tape delay, but a delayed a broadcast of the game. Like, where in that regard they can actually start the game on time, and like once the technical difficulties are addressed, have been. Once the technical difficulties are resolved, you can just start the broadcast from the beginning. In that way, towards the end, you would have had a bit more time. So I don't know who organized this, but the organizers are taking a lot of heat for this. In my opinion, rightfully so, because just my opinion. I'm not making any statements or something. It's just like what I believe happened, and I could be wrong. So please take this with not a grain, with an entire tablespoon of salt. Okay. What I think happened is basically the broadcasters who paid a lot of money, because India is involved, who paid a lot of money for the broadcast to happen, actually started bullying all the other officials involved, which I think should not happen. I mean, they should have a say in it, how long a break between overs are, so that they can get their commercial breaks in, and have those weird ass strategic timeouts and I don't know, water break or itching break or whatever they have. Basically run more commercials for for a few minutes break. But in terms of starting up stuff, starting stuff on time, I don't think they should have that much of a say. Because let's face it, if that would have happened, then what happened today, we would have at least gotten a complete game. Even though curtailed, but enough to to determine a proper result. Okay, and that's about it, guys. Do let me know what you think in the comment section below. Oh, sorry. One more thing. I'm pretty sure a lot of the Indian cricket fans were absolutely over the moon when India lost their lost their shot to a #1 spot in Test rankings. And guess who that spot went to? That spot went to Pakistan. I'm pretty sure a lot of Indian fans are over the moon. So please do let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. I personally think, given how much cricket we have seen, I think Pakistan definitely deserves to be number one at this point, because Australia are playing crap cricket, England are playing less than their best cricket. India, you can't even say. West Indies are like, they're struggling to stay afloat. South Africa, New Zealand just started. So how much we have seen? Yeah, Pakistan. That's right. All right, looking forward to comments and suggestions. Since Jam on, Tanveer signing out.